Welcome back. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee. We're going to test drive this 1966 Plymouth Belvedere today. It's got the big block, 440. It's got power steering, no power brakes. That's some upgraded brakes though. Silver on the paint. It's got some black effects such as the hood scoop and the stripe around the back. Dual exhaust. Black and chrome wheels with the black interior. She sounds awesome. It's gonna be an easy test drive too. Take her down the road, light the tires up, see how she steers, what happens when I floor it. Actually get a light out and drive over the camera and light up the whole underneath of this car. Detailed pictures, financing and shipment is available on all of our inventory. And right now we're running through about 15 cars a week. So you're always gonna see something new coming from Maple Motors. Be sure to hit subscribe, share this video. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we roll out, looking around the interior and checking everything out. Place those bets. Do you think the horn works? Little switch here is for the electric fan. I didn't think it was hooked up, but every time you flip the switch on, it cuts on. So, she hooked up. That's good. You want an electric fan. It's just an extra safety to make sure the motor stays cool. So this one actually has two. The one on the water pump and the one on the front of the radiator. Interior looks good. Headliner's clean. Somebody has replaced this interior. Now, you may recognize this from a couple years ago. Guys, we get repeat buyers all the time. That's, you know, how our business thrives. Back before social media and stuff, repeat buyers all the time, constantly, and we still do. So if you buy a car from us and you see something else later on down the road that you want to pick up, yes, we can trade. We'll buy our cars back. We don't mind at all. Let's go ahead and start it up. Battery's in the trunk on this one. And every time you put the battery in the trunk, it seems to drag a little bit. So I need to make sure on this one, whoever picks it up, if you do change it out, the battery's good, but I'd put 1,000 cranking in. That's gonna help you out a lot being so far away from the motor. You drag strip guys know all about that. Checking our pedals and stuff. Turn signals. Right side. And this one may be completely fine, but it's only like a 700 cranking amp. Blower motor is cutting on. Wipers, yeah, working. Turn that wiper off. Yeah, it cuts off. Radio, I don't think the radio works, but we'll cut it all the way up just to find out. Give it a little time. Temp gauge, yes. Oil pressure, yes. Tach, unfortunately, no. Show you the mileage, showing 58,000 miles. Now on the old cars, I always tell people, these gauges could quit working at any time, which alters the odometer. So I can't stand behind mileage. Horn, did you place your bets? It's not hooked up, man. There's no extra secret horn button. It's just not gonna work. Let's hit the road and see how it runs and drives. All right. Getting ready to roll out here. My fingers are so screwed up. I rode dirt bikes all weekend with my son. Well, after we got work done, we went riding. Did some extra stuff. See, I got my knee brace back on. Every time I go ride motorcycles, I end up getting a little crazy on them. That's okay, right? Work hard, play hard. Anything I see, you'll know about it on this one. I do these videos so you know what you're getting before you get here. I know I say that a lot, but it's important because I treat it just like I'm test driving it for myself. Now the shifter here takes me a second. It took me a second to find reverse. So on the diagram on top of the shifter, it's saying go forward. Well, no, it's backwards, obviously. And then once you pull it out of reverse, there it goes, it popped, and we're in first. Let's see how this one drives. If I see something wrong or weird, you'll know about it. A little bit of slack there, but it's in gear. I like the way it sounds. This one's got some power, guys. Seems pretty accurate too. As I'm driving down the road, there's a little bit of slack. You got there and there. Just a little bit. It's not bad, but it's going straight. It's not really pulling left or right. Brakes, because I need to try them before I get going too crazy here. They pull. So when you hit the brakes, they do pull to the left. Kind of scared me. I don't want to put it in reverse. There we go. She feels good. She pulls strong. We got great oil pressure. We're at 150 on the engine temperature, so we can almost cut this electric fan off. No reason to though. I just leave it on. It's pretty warm today. I like this car. I knew it was going to be quick. Pull off in the parking lot over here, get a little ghost ride in for the intro. A little squeak from the suspension. Kind of squeaky up front. It's not that big of a deal though. Fairly quiet. Outside shots, undercarriage shots, all that is coming your way. I'll be right back. Ready to rock and roll here. Gotta lick it and stick it. Wait, why did I put it there? You gotta do it again. Now what I do is I stick that up there so that I can make sure the camera's still straight. See? Alright, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Man, I just heard news that one of my buddies was up at Rod Run this last weekend, and all them Tennessee tilt boys or whatever, they're not even from Tennessee, I think they're North Carolina kids. They're just jacking their trucks all up in the front and doing crazy stuff. Well, they can't see out their windshield. They ran over one of my buddies in his golf cart because he couldn't see. No wonder they're getting pulled over left and right. They're gonna mess rod run up. Here we go. Rod run's about cars like this. People that actually get out there and bring their classics. They've been doing that for 50-something years. And it's awesome. I really wish I'd have went this year. I was supposed to. But I stayed back, made a video of these cars for you. And my wife's pregnant, so. Got a little bit of a bracket or something rattling when I get down into it. Starts shaking. You can hear it. It might be on the exhaust. Slide on through. Little bump in the road, give her a listen. Right here. Suspension's pretty smooth on this one, but you can hear it squeaking in the front. I told you we was squeaking when we pulled into that other parking lot. This one here runs good. Getting ready to pass by Maple Motors here. I think I actually might have enough time to do another test drive. Grab that Roadrunner, take it out next. If it runs anything like this one, it ain't gonna be there long. We'll go ahead and get turned around. Guys, again, this is Brian's Motorsports, huge showroom in the front. You see how close Maple Motors is. I could see the Camaro from here, but this is Brian's Motorsports. Check them out, briansmotorsports.com. The place to customize your vehicle, to go in, get ideas. You can come up here and ask Brian, hey, what wheels do you got for my Camaro? What do you got from a Belvedere? He'll show you. It's pretty awesome. Again, briansmotorsports.com. You can see he's got some new Jeeps. Yeah, a lot of people will buy stuff from us and ship them down here. Well, I'll just drive it down here. Hey, what's up, man?
How's it going?
And they'll get customized before they ship it to their house. All right. We'll head on back here. Yeah, I figured with all them squatted trucks running around whistling diesel, it have made fun of them enough they'd have got rid of them. They still like them though. It's okay. Everybody's got different opinions. Just don't jack it up so much you can't see. That's dangerous. Especially when you can't see who's in front of you. Run people over. It's crazy, man. I couldn't believe when he told me that. I said, what? I was like, I was just watching TikTok videos about those kids. All right, guys, thanks for watching. This one runs good. We're gonna put her up now. Just want to make sure everything checked out good. She feels tight. We've got 40 pounds of oil pressure. We're looking at 170, almost 180 on the engine temperature. Go ahead and pull in the lot here. Park it on the front row where she belongs. May have to snap me a picture or two. I'll be back later. Walk this ride looking for chips, scratches, rust, and dents. Up here in the front, they put a new bumper on this car. Nice and clean. A lot of your trim's been replaced. Looks like down the side. Pretty new there. The front grille on this one, she's also nice and clean. On the edge there, you got a little mark. Now I'm going to try not to miss anything. We're looking for chips, scratches, rust, and dents. I do this in every video. Tiny little speck there. I noticed there's a little bit of sap on this car too, so I'll have to send it back to the cleanup bay. But it ain't going to stop a video. There's a little spot here that touched up. You see marks there where they filled it up with gas, and it got on the side of the car. Trim is super clean. Here's a couple of those specks I'm talking about. They're on the car pretty much everywhere. I gotta get the guys in the cleanup bay to get it off. See, I can just wipe it off. Handle looks fine. Looking over the top of the fender, you got some little scuffs. Scuff there. Chip in the paint. Pitting on your mirror there. Scratch on your front windshield that goes over from the wipers. Chip here. Mark on top here from a buffer. Little scuffs. Bubbles in the paint. Light little scuffs in the black here. Little cracks there. Back window looks pretty good. Drip rails there look decent. Got some spots popping up there on the pillar. Vent window, pitting, roof marks there. And you can see these little specks on here. I'm going to get them off the car, don't worry. They're from the trees. We are right across the road. I know all about them. I used to detail all these cars every week. I was literally washing these cars like 5 times a week at one point. It was okay though. Good old days. No cracks down in the jam there. So they've changed the battery to the trunk. It's definitely gonna take a lot more power to start a car when your battery's in the trunk. And this one is starting up, but it drags just a little. I'm gonna say that's why. It's got a 725. Now, if it was my car, which this battery's fine, I put 1,000 cranking amp in here. Now that's gonna guarantee more power. So try to keep the mat nice. But I want to look under. Even if it does leak, it ain't staying in here. Look at all the holes. Need some cats for those. You can see some water's been there at some point. I'd have to take the battery tray out to look under the battery tray. I'm not doing that. You can see what it looks like. It's fine. Package tray on this one. Spot there. Come on down with it. See the fuzz stuck in it from the wash mints. Light cracks in your reverse lights. You got pitting on a lot of your chrome back here. A scuff there. Scratches up top. All right, that seems to shut pretty good. Spots in the black, you can see. That's those specks, they'll come off. And down this side, see they've changed out the tail lights. Paint run here in the back corner. Got some light bubbles popping up. Got some bubbles popping up here around that fender well too. And in the corner here. Little chip there. Chip here. Scuff up front. Dirt. Some bubbles popping up in your drip rail on the passenger rear. It's like something on the inside of the windshield there. Up top here, little bubbles popping up again in the drip rail. See some paint cracking. Slight bubbles popping up here. Light pitting. Up top there, again, those little black specks, they come right off. Basically, just need a new wash job. Give her another wash. Light scratches on the front.
Yeah, I have not even covered.
Over the top of the fender here, looks good. And we've done it. Let's go ahead and check out our interior. Door panel has been replaced. It looks good. Little spot there. Edges of your seat look good. They're pretty clean. Carpet. Good to go. Pedals. Get that little foot over there. Now, we know we got new interior. Super clean. Package tray's a bit faded. I think you could re-dye it because it's in good shape. Just needs to be touched up. Headliner, not too bad. I really like this car so far. And I haven't test drove it yet. This is going to go at the end of the video. I do that a lot here lately, but I'm not going to put the walk around at the front. Don't make any sense. Go ahead and get the best part out. Let's go ahead and start this one. See, it starts up good. It's a little slow, but again, you got your battery all the way in the trunk back here. Every car that I've ever seen with the battery in the trunk, it had to be 1,000 cranking amps or better. Good oil pressure. Engine temperature's kind of working its way up. Tach does not work. The door, you got to shut it from the bottom. You shut it from the top. Or even firmly shut it. It'll be good. Upgraded pulleys in the front. Sounds like some motor work. Yeah, somebody's done some work to this motor, that's for sure. Aluminum radiator. Wrapped exhaust. Intake. I mean, it's not hooked up, whatever it is. I think that goes to the front fan here. Extra fan. It's got one under the shroud already that somebody welded on there. Pretty good looking weld. Alright. Now it also locks, but it's got hooked in. Got some spots up front there. Bug guts or something. Stuff there. Spots on top of the scoop. Guys, thank you so much for sticking through the video. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Be sure to hit subscribe and share. That'll help me out even more. I've got 4 more cars to test drive after this. I won't get them all done today. I might get one more, but I'll have them scheduled out through the week, 2 a day, all the way through the week. And then the same thing next week. Now, once we start putting on about 20 cars, I'm gonna do 3 a day or more. So, be waiting on tons of videos to come your way. Be sure to hit subscribe and share if you want to see the notifications for the videos. And guys, some of these cars I'll make videos on, they'll sell, but if the video is already done, all I'm gonna do is put them on the weekend, and it'll be premiered and it'll say sold, but it's just showing you stuff that came through. You don't have to watch it. I'm not notifying you you're doing any of that. I just kind of put it out there for the weekends, because if I've already spent my time and I've got 3 or 4 videos that are already done, and people just come in person and buy the cars, but the video's already done, you're still gonna get them. You'll still be able to see them come out. Now again, you don't have to watch them, but like this one right now currently is available. So go ahead and give us a call, 615-822-4444. I'd love to hook you up in it. Later.